Episode 2. Nothing is anything. Where we... Your stomach.
My back farted a little.
Your back. Where we talk about nothing. Or anything, really. Because nothing is anything.
Nothing is anything.
And you came up with the concept, kind of, actually.
Yes, it stemmed from clouds, which I brushed on the first episode, but I never talked about clouds, man.
Brushed on.
Brushed. But you see, clouds, what are they? They're giant floating things in the sky, light and fluffy, but they're full of millions and gallons of water.
Millions and gallons. Both of those things.
You know, I'm a little smooth brain today.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, you've been out of it today.
Okay. So, millions of gallons of water. And then when it's ready to let it go, it goes the whole sky gray, and I'm going to give it to you in little baby droplets.
Little bit of droplets. Are you good?
I'm good, man. But isn't that insane?
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the concept. It was literally that made made you think nothing is anything.
Because if you describe anything in clouds terms, it's the weirdest thing ever to exist.
Yeah. You just have to get like that deep
Yeah.
with the terms.
Name one thing. Go.
Birds.
Birds.
Birds. Okay, the fact that their bones are hollow and like no one else's are, but then they can fly, but then somehow we designed planes and planes can fly.
But also birds don't have hands to grab onto things.
True.
But they can fly, so it's like give and take.
Give and take. Everything gets their one thing. Dogs get kindness.
Yeah, they can't talk though.
Yes. Yeah, everything, every animal and everything I think has a like
It's so
a give and take.
weird.
It's weird. Did you hear that?
What was that?
I just wanted to. They're gonna hear that, you know.
Yeah, they're gonna
Like-
hear your World War Z clicking.
Ow!
Did you break a tooth?
What if I just broke my tooth off right now?
I mean, that'd make for some good recorded.
Content.
Yeah,
True. It'd be like one of those compilations. Yeah.
guy. I mean, that would clickbait. We might break your tooth. Let's get famous.
Ow. It just goes viral for breaking my tooth out on a podcast. They'd be like, "Kid broke his tooth out. What an idiot!"
They're
Doesn't
not-
gain any
They're not
followers.
funny,
They're not funny.
but they are toothless. Toothless.
Toothless. How to Train Your Dragon.
Gotta drink it.
Yeah. I read the beginning of the first book.
There's books?
Nothing. Yeah, that's what they're based on. Nothing like the movies. I mean,
Why?
I think they are. I don't know. I read the beginning, so I don't know. I just remember they go to catch dragons at the very beginning. Like it's like that's what they do. Is everyone catches their own dragons when they're babies.
What?
And so I'm like, well, that's not what they do. They kill all the dragons.
Yeah.
So
That those movies are awesome. I went and took two of my cousins. They were like much younger than I was. I took them to see the third one in the theaters, and I cried like a baby, and they laughed at me.
like
So
that was one of your like 5 movies ever that you cried in.
yeah, so it was in that moment that they were now babysitting me.
That's actually really funny.
I was just a
because
guy who could drive, but cried.
I've never seen the third one.
Oh, I almost just said what happened. That was crazy. That was the next thing I was gonna say was, oh, because of
And then I
You
would have
would've
been
been
so mad. And then I would have watched it and been like, well, I'm not surprised.
true.
The first one's really good, though. Second one's good. I like how they age him every time.
Yeah, like give him a little stubble.
Yeah, and then by the third one, he's like a man. You're like, yeah. He's like my age.
Hey, Dad, it's me.
Hiccup.
You got it.
That's my dad. Oh, no, I can't do it.
Is it because we had milk?
It's because we had milk. We got milk breath. You guys can see us, you can hear us, but you can't smell us. Yeah. No, that I haven't seen the third one. I just remember in the trailer he looks older than the second one, and in the second one he already looks older.
You should. It might have been the second one I took him to see.
I feel like I would have remembered if anything bad happened. Because the third one I think has the white dragon.
I didn't see that one. It was definitely the second one.
So this whole time,
The dad dies.
yeah, yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes, I forgot
I
about
was
that.
nervous to say that.
No, you didn't have to be. I've seen that one.
Well, good.
Because I was thinking when you said stubble, I was like,
Didn't he have like a little?
he has
couple
stubble
of-
in the second one. Yeah. And in the third, he's even older and he has like a beard almost.
What a man.
Mm-hmm.
What's his dad's name in it?
Dad.
No, it's like
It's
a.
definitely a Viking name.
I love the Vikings. I'm 30% Viking.
30%?
34.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're more than a third.
Yeah, we traced it all the way to the tribe in like the tip of Norway.
That's cool. Like
Yeah.
north? Wait.
North.
Yeah.
North Norway.
North Norway.
Yeah. It was crazy. Oh boy.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Cool, actually. That's really cool. I want to do my ancestry test. I know my mom bought the ancestry pack thing and just sits in the house.
Classic.
Classic. Yeah, she also has the dog one, and that sits in the house too.
Classic.
Yeah, I love it. We have them. We just haven't done them.
Classic. Chris.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it when I go home for Christmas. I'm gonna go and pee on a stick or whatever I have to do.
Yeah. Send them your pee. See what they say.
It's definitely a saliva
Okay.
thing. I was like saliva. What is saliva? Yeah, saliva.
Yeah.
So I like spit on it.
No, you actually fill up a tube with your spit.
Really?
You sit there and just go. Just fill up to like the.
Those
spit
sounds
line.
are gonna be so terrible in that
Yeah.
mic. Wow.
Who's Mike?
Mike Rowe.
Dirty Jobs.
Dirty Jobs. But that show was good.
Have you heard his podcast?
Doesn't he?
He tells like these really
Yeah, he
beautiful
tells
written
things.
stories that ends up being like a person. Like he'd be like, it was a Friday afternoon, and like he goes into this whole thing, and at the end he'll be like, and his name was Michael Jackson.
That's so cool. And
Yeah.
you're like, what?
It's really cool. Or
That's
he'll be
smart.
like, this was the tale of a 3-headed cow that existed in Taiwan. And you're like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's so cool. He's really cool.
Such a good voice.
Mm-hmm. And a good guy. He's a cool guy. And he works hard, obviously.
Yeah. It's a dirty job.
It's a
Someone's
dirty
got to
job.
do it.
Did you ever see the one where... Did you ever watch that show?
I watched all of it.
Okay, cool. Me too. The one where he... Like, they go into this basement of this girl's house and, like, somehow, like, the sewage had backed up into her house from, like, everywhere.
Oh.
It was, like, other sewage from other homes that all just backed into her home, into her basement, to this toilet. And it was just
So someone else
shooting
is
out, and there was, like, a foot deep of just nasty
just deuce
everywhere.
juice.
Deuce juice everywhere. Like the whole thing filled with deuce juice. The
Someone
whole
else's.
room. Yeah. A ton of other people's.
I guess if I was in that situation, I'd find way more comfort if it was my own deuce juice.
But it wasn't. And they walk down there literally in like knee-high boots or like thigh-high like boot things that are like... Yeah, it's really gross.
That's a horrible one.
Yeah. It was really gross. I remember it really well. But I liked that show, so...
That was a really good show. It came on around the same time as Mythbusters.
Good show.
Man,
That show was awesome.
that was the show. It
Yeah.
started in like 2001
Mhm.
and ended when we were in high school.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2001 to high school, and it's so funny because if you like look back or like watch them when you're older, you're like, wow, so many scripted lines,
Yes.
but like so many cool myths that they busted or didn't
It's insane.
or proved.
They're
That's what was
all
crazy.
Geniuses.
Yeah, the fact that they could just like there are those people that are on YouTube now that are like engineers on their YouTube, and that's all they do is like slowly build like a lightsaber over
Yeah.
like 10 years.
And they're like, we made this in 8 minutes.
Yeah, they did. Like, man, and his little beret.
Yes.
Jamie?
Jamie Heineman.
Yeah. And what was the other one? I can never think of his name for some reason. I loved him.
Adam Savage. Adam Bellagio. No. I'm getting all of them. Adam. It's Adam.
Levine.
Adam Levine was great in that show.
Yeah. No, Adam.
It's Grant Imahara, rest in peace.
Rest in
Tori
peace.
Bellagio. Carrie Byron. Jamie. We just said it.
Lannister.
Jamie Lannister, and Adam Levine.
Yeah. Okay, we got it down.
Big brain.
Big brain. Yeah. So you're getting more wrinkly as we go.
Crow's feet just forming.
Huh?
That's what you get when you're old.
Oh. I was talking about your brain,
like
you know?
The crow's feet.
Yeah, they're on the side of your eye.
Yeah. Right there. Are my crow's feet showing? I was thinking about getting some cream.
For some reason, I'm thinking Gwyneth Paltrow.
She got big crow's feet?
I don't know. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like she does, and I just don't know it.
I'll say yes.
I think so. I think so.
Good.
Yeah, I'm clever.
So, Gabrielle. So I went to Tennessee for a week, and you know that, but I'll say it for
me.
context.
I don't know that.
You forget things. So
Say I
just
don't know
got,
it.
remember I just got back, you picked me up, you dropped me off and picked me up?
No, this is all new to me.
That's okay, buddy. So I went to Tennessee, and Gabrielle told me she was watching this trashy, like, MTV, like, love show. And I was like, nice, okay. She's like, it's funny. So I was like, okay. So I get back, and she's like, do you want to watch it? I'd rewatch it with you. And I was like, I don't know. If I don't really want to. Like, I'm curious because I love, like, those kind of shows, like, competition anything. So we watched one episode, and now I'm hooked. I can't. Oh, it's so annoying because, like, if I'd never watched it, I would be fine. But now that I started, I gotta know who wins. These people are crazy. So, forgot what it's called. Gabrielle, what's it called?
Are You the One?
It's called Are You the One?
Oh, I've heard about this.
What? In 2014,
Mm-hmm.
they got the worst people they could find and then it's actually a really cool concept. So they have like 20 people in a house, and they took all these like eHarmony kind of tests, and there was a matchmaker that found their perfect match. So they go into this house, there's 10 girls, 10 guys, and each of them has a perfect match, compatibility and everything. So like your perfect person is there, and just through like 10 weeks of living together, you have to find out who your match is.
Oh, so they don't know.
They don't know.
Matches. That's cool.
So then each week they go to like the survival trial thing, and they match up, and then there's like beams of light that tell them how many they got right. So like the first week they got 2 right, and they're like, woo, but they don't know who's right and who's wrong.
They just know somebody.
They just know they got 2 of them right, and then like
Do they all guess together? Like, how does it work? Like,
yeah. So there's $1 million to be won that they split. So if they have to get it right in 10 tries, 10 weeks, or no one gets anything.
Whoa.
And yeah, and then once a week they can send a couple to a thing called the truth booth. That's hard to say. Took a lot of mental energy to not say truth booth.
Truth boot.
But so they'll send people in, and it'll tell them, there'll be like a screen, and it'll say no match or perfect match. It'll tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So like they can like guess and be like, okay, we're gonna send you 2 there, or we're gonna vote to send you 2 to that. And then if they are a perfect match, then they get to live the rest of the time in like a honeymoon suite, like away from everyone.
Oh, and then they know, and well, then everyone else gets to know too.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like
okay.
then they only have to get 9. But those people that are just vacationing with their perfect match they'll get the money.
That's cool.
So we're like half.
So are there only 10 beams of light then that can like go
Yeah.
off it? So it's like one per couple. One per couple. I
one
mean.
per couple, yeah.
That's cool. I could definitely watch that.
But they
Are
were
You the One?
they are so drunk the whole time.
They just let them drink.
That's it. It's they just are completely like hammered and just screaming at each other. It's horrible.
Okay, that's so funny.
But it was really funny. I bring this all there because it's a funny show. But there's this one girl that's really obsessed with this one guy, and he's like, I don't like you, and she just keeps going, he'll come around. No matter what he does, she always just
He'll get
goes,
there.
he just needs some time to think. And he's like, I don't like you. And then it was so funny. You're watching it today, and she goes, I'm trying to give you space. I'm not even talking to you. And he's like, what are you talking about? You made me breakfast this morning.
She literally makes him breakfast. She's like, I'm trying to be.
Yeah, she's like, I'm ignoring you. She's like, you're not ignoring me. You made me breakfast. I
Okay.
lost it. I thought that was so funny.
Okay, I need to watch that show. How many episodes are you on?
I think I'm like halfway through.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really annoying.
So no one gets eliminated, though.
No one gets eliminated.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're just all on board.
But sometimes you might fall in love with someone that's not your perfect match.
And if you do, then
but
you're going to
have
keep guessing that
Yeah.
you guys
But you have to separate
are
it.
together. And, like, also when two of them are right and they're wrong on 8 others, there's, like, a lot of them are going to be like, well, I know it's me and him. And I know it's
definitely
like,
that
me and
happens.
her. Yeah.
And there's people that know they're not a perfect match, that they've been told, but they're still like, we're in love. We don't care. It's like, this is a game show.
You're going to get $1 million if you stop.
Yeah, here's what you do. You just figure it out and say, oh, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. Boom, let's win our money. Then go canoodle with whoever you want when you're done.
Yes. Like, if you are in love, sure. But, like, also guess differently.
Yeah, be better.
Yes, that's actually really cool. That's a cool concept. I would like to see that continued with like less drunkenness.
Yeah, it's
Like if they continued the show
with like smart people.
with like smart people who they like really like psychologically analyze.
Maybe they'd figure out that really fast. Because I was thinking there has to be like a way. But they're like, we're just going to follow our hearts. See where that leads us.
That's fair because then they're most likely not going to win the $1 million and they get to keep it.
Yeah.
The company just gets to have entertainment and those people are not rich.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. That means each one gets
50 grand.
50,000. Yeah.
Which is like 10 weeks. It's like a long time. To be living in a house with 20 people.
I mean, at least I'm sure the drinks are covered and stuff. No, I just mean like actually, like they're actually like set up.
They pay for their food.
They're okay. No, their food too. I'm just thinking if they're drunk the whole time, their drinks are probably covered. You know,
No, they're just discounted.
discounted. Yeah. No, I bet that their drinks are covered, their food is covered, their room and board is covered, so they just get to live there for 10 weeks for free, and maybe get 50 grand.
Yeah.
See, that's not bad.
I know with some of the shows, sometimes they get paid like a daily fee too.
Although 10 weeks isn't that much.
10
only
weeks?
2.5 months. 50 grand in 2.5 months is like more money than I'm making by a lot.
How much?
How much am I making? How much are you making, huh? I'm turning it around on you.
You know what?
Tell me your profit.
Profit? Gross or net?
Net. I want to see you calculate. Wait, yeah, calculate your taxes.
I've made enough to be alive? Barely.
Me too, man.
They're gonna hear our knuckles
that's gonna be-
bumping.
Nice knuckle slam.
Slam. So you just got back from Mexico.
Yes. Yes. I went on a trip to Mexico. Oh boy, was it fun. It was really, really fun. But, you know, things got crazy a little bit.
How?
Well, so my brother and I were in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta, which is like a tourist city. Like a lot of tourists are there. And according to the locals, they say, yeah, if you're a tourist, get out of the town by 10 p.m. at night, right? And so my brother and I went
Why
on
do you
this
need to get out of the town?
because it's sketchy. Because apparently it's dangerous. It's just like you put yourself in a dangerous situation because there's like cartel involved. There's like so much stuff can happen. It's just very scary. There's like people that will, like, I don't even know. You'll get robbed, beat up, like whatever. And like the police and stuff don't, like there's no, they're like on board with it. They don't stop it, you know?
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah, cops are terrible though. Gosh. No, but, so what was I saying? Who am I? Hello?
Josh.
Josh. So, yeah. So, my brother and I, Josh. We were in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta. We went on this snorkeling, like, expedition.
That's the word I was going to say.
Yeah.
So,
Snorkeling adventure thing.
extravaganza?
I don't know. It wasn't called that. It
Rumpus?
wasn't called an expedition. It was called a
Excursion.
excursion. I was thinking that excursion.
A
It was an
Yukon.
excursion.
Oh.
For one. Okay, you're right. I was thinking the car too. Okay. Anyway.
A
Explorer.
A Tacoma.
It was a Tacoma of a trip for sure. No. We went on this snorkeling excursion, and it was fun. There was an open bar. Cool, right? Drinks covered. And so we went on this open bar thing, and like there was a private beach they take us to, and then they start serving drinks like crazy, and you're like, woo. So Josh and I were having a great time, like straight up awesome time. But by the time we got back and we were done with everything, which was at like 4 p.m. I think, we got back from the excursion and they drop us off, and like, you're supposed to go home.
Oh no.
And we met this couple. There was a gay couple that we met, and they were like really fun to hang out with. Like they were just bros. We were like, this is awesome. And they were both locals. And one of them spoke pretty good English, like decent English, and one of them didn't speak like literally any. But like they were like, everyone was kind of helping translate for everyone, and like we were using our phones and stuff to translate. And we hung out all day. And then as it got later and later, my mom back at the resort was like definitely worried because we were getting drunk and we were in the wilds of Mexico, just
Oh my gosh.
like in the city, like not caring at all. Which at this point there were still people, like a ton of Americans in the area. But at like 8:30, we decided to go to this club, and they wouldn't let us in for a while because our like shorts were wet, our swim trunks.
Did you have to go air dry?
Yeah, we did.
Did you run some wind sprints?
Yeah, just absolutely sprinting around.
Holding your pants like this.
Yes. But yeah, so we had earlier in the day, we bought a bottle of gin, like way earlier. And the four of us had finished it in like 6 hours.
That's a lot of gin.
Yeah, well, it was a smaller bottle, but like it was like $8.
Pretty small.
Pretty tiny. No, but it was like you go through it quicker than you think. And so, because we each had like 2 drinks out of it, I'd say, like
Yeah.
2 like made drinks out of it. And then we finished the bottle off, and it was like $8 that we bought at a convenience store. Convenience store?
Convenient?
Convenient store or convenience store?
I guess it is a convenience store is convenient because it's there for your convenience.
But I'm almost certain it's convenience.
Yeah, so it's there for your convenience.
Okay, but I'm gonna call it a convenience store.
I mean, half a dozen other. Wubble bubble.
Okay, don't think that was English, but I liked it. So then, 8:30, we go in this club. And we order.
How about that picture you just painted? I didn't expect it. It's like I was there with you.
Yeah, so Josh orders another bottle of gin, okay? Because we were like, yeah, we're having fun tonight. Let's just have a blast. So we get one, and Josh is like, I'll pay for it. It's like $100 on the like ticket, on like the bill. It was $100. Then they bring us back the receipt, and it was like 165. Or no, I guess it was 127. And so I was like, oh, I'll cover it with my credit card, the rest of it. Like an idiot. So I hand the dude my credit card, and he goes and takes off, comes back, boom. It was $165 all of a sudden. And I was like, huh? So Josh paid $100. I paid $65. And the next day, both of us were like, why did we do that? Because then they bring out the bottle, and it's the same size, same exact bottle as the $8 bottle we bought at the convenience store. So it was like, wait, why did it cost so much? Which, I mean, I guess that does happen everywhere, like, because in America, if you buy a bottle of something at a, like, casino or whatever, it's like
Way more.
way more than if you bought one at, like, Walmart.
True.
The same bottle. So there was that. It was fun. It was horrible. But then my mom starts calling. She's like, you guys need to get home because, like, at 10 p.m. you can't be out. And I was like, huh? She was talking to Josh first. Yeah, when Josh was like getting really drunk. And then we realized later on that Josh had been for sure drugged.
Gosh.
So he had a drink, and he went to go talk to my mom on the phone in the club, and they wouldn't let us like leave the club for a minute. It was really weird. And
Oh.
Yeah, it was really weird. So Josh had to like go into like a quiet corner at a club, which is super hard to do. It was kind of on this outside deck thing. So it was like up on this deck thing, and he like called and he's like, "Hey." So like mom's like, "You need to get back now." And then he's just like, "Oh mom, like no, we're having fun." Like, whatever. Which I was all on board with him until my mom she was like, "Let me talk to your brother." And then so he hands me the phone and then he goes back in. And I didn't know this, but while I was talking to my mom, he goes back in and he went to go grab his drink that he had, and the dude we were hanging out with all day gave him a new drink and said, "No, this is your drink." And Josh was like, "Okay," and just
No.
drank it. And that's where we think he for sure was drugged by something, because he really wasn't that drunk. He was like drunk, yes, but he wasn't like drunk enough to be like where he was at by the end of the night. But this one drink really messed him up, and he doesn't remember anything past this drink. So, but I do. But yeah, so it was all fun and games, and then
No, it wasn't.
it was a good time. And then
No, we need to fix your brain. You can't just go, "Oh yeah, I was stuck in a Mexican club and my brother was drugged. It was cool."
super fun.
You got to be able to say that wasn't good. Say it.
It wasn't good.
We're learning.
It was all fun and games.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was horrible. But so yeah, so then I'm talking to mom on the phone, and that's when she was like, "You need to get back like now." Like she started getting mad, and I was like, "Okay, my mom doesn't get mad unless like my safety is compromised." And so it was, and then yeah, then she told us that like the cartel doesn't allow taxis like in or out of the city past 10 p.m. or out of each like county, I guess, or there's like provinces or whatever.
What time was this at?
And this was like 9:30.
Good.
So I'm like, oh, okay. And then she's like, "Go tell your brother." And I was like, "Okay." So I go tell Josh, and I call her back, and then he was just like, "No, we're having fun. Like, let's just enjoy our night." But it was because he was like already gone. Whatever that drug was, he was just gone.
What the heck?
Yeah. So then I call her again, and then she's like, "Then just leave him."
Are you serious?
Yes. She full on was just like, "Then just leave him." And I was like,
She's like,
"No."
"If I can get one of my sons."
Yeah. No, which like, it was literally like, she told us the next day, she was like, "I definitely obviously wouldn't want you to leave your brother there, but I was so mad that he wasn't like being responsible, that like she was just mad at him, And like obviously I wasn't gonna leave him, so I was like, "No, like we gotta." And then she's like, "Okay, do you want me to like go and get you?" And I was like, "Yeah, like can you?" Because I started getting really worried, and so my uncle like opted in for her and decided to go because it was just safer if he went and my stepdad Wade, and so we went and had a good old time, and or they went and came to get us. Oh my gosh, and they didn't get there till like 10:40 p.m. And what was scary is that when my mom asked for a cab, like at the front desk, they were like, huh? And then they had to like basically my mom was like, "I have my sons are there," like, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll get you a cab," because it was like that sketchy. Yeah. And so they got us a cab, or it gets there, and then what's weird is that like also a cab that goes into the city can't be the same like cab that comes out. Like they can't, like that cab driver can't wait for you like once they get there, so we had to find another cab once they got there to come get us. It was really weird. Which it was like fast and easy to do, but it was just really sketchy.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, so then we had to go get our jackets from the dude's car that we were hanging out with all day.
Yeah,
so that was
go
weird.
back to
to his car.
That's good.
Yeah, it was really scary because all of a sudden, like, when my brother and him were like saying bye to each other, basically, I was like, "Hello, we need to go." Like, huh? And so I grabbed him by his wrist and I started pulling him away, and then the dude literally like, which I forgot about this part. I hadn't, like, my mom doesn't know this. I'll tell her this, or she'll listen to this, I guess. But the part where like he spoke perfect English all of a sudden, like. Absolutely, I like forgot about that, but he full on spoke like really good English out of nowhere and was just like, "What the F, man?" Like got all like annoyed and angry, and then just walked off all mad. And I was like, "Whoa, okay." The fact that you spoke you were a local in Mexico the whole time and barely spoke English, and then all of a sudden we're just like no accent, like
You got played.
the whole day. And so then I pulled Josh away, and then we got in the car, and he just started, all his muscle control left, and he was just like, he just starts crying, and he was all upset, and like, I mean, he was just drunk. He doesn't even know what he was doing at this point because he was just drugged. So,
My
yeah, when we got back to the room and stuff, then he just like threw up a bunch, and like it was bad. It was a bad night, but he doesn't remember it.
So glad I didn't hear about this on the news.
Yeah, me too.
Or just never heard from you again. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah,
were-
like,
you were one drink away.
yeah. Oh, yeah, because the guy handed me a drink. He gave me the drink that, like, I had a drink that was like half drank or
Like
whatever.
the same situation with
Yeah,
Josh.
same thing as Josh. And he gave me a drink that was for sure not mine. And he was like, "This is yours." And I was like, "Oh." So,
You were one sip away from being a goner.
both of us.
Dang.
At least we wouldn't have remembered it.
Would have been a better story.
Yeah. Would have been a better story. So, yeah, that was my trip to Mexico. It was really gnarly. The rest of it was really fun. We had so much fun. We rented jet skis. We, like, razored into the jungles of Mexico. And
Oh, is your last name Stark?
no. No.
Might as well be.
No.
No, it sounds like a super blast.
Super fun trip.
I'd love to go.
You should. You can.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll
Yeah.
go.
Do it.
You'll go to Tennessee. Tennessee was cool.
I want to go to Tennessee.
I had a culture shock when I was there.
Was it really that different?
So we're California boys,
Mm-hmm.
and we're nice to people. We're always like, "Hey, thank you, have a good day," but you know how that's not like reciprocated.
Yes.
So
Here, yeah.
I went to the hotel lobby to get like a bottle of water, and as I was leaving, I just said thank you, like as I normally do, and she said, "Have a good night," and I didn't say, and I just kept walking, and then went, "Oh my gosh, you too." And I told her, I was like, people don't do that in California. I'm used to just saying, "Thank you, have a good night," and then no one says anything.
Yeah.
It was a culture shock that I didn't realize I was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what makes it shocking.
True.
But it was crazy.
That's a good culture shock. Yeah.
Everyone is so dang nice there. You could go up to any person in any store on the street and have a 30-minute conversation with them.
Okay, that's really cool. I love that.
And my uncle and I did that a lot.
I'm sure.
Like anywhere.
Okay, that's cool. I love
Just start talking
that.
to them and they're like, "Oh my gosh, cool. What else?" And we're like, "What? You don't have to go?"
Are you
You're like-
sure?
they're like, "No."
I'm not in a rush.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was like, that part was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's weird too because like it's the East Coast is the same way in New York. Like
Oh yeah.
they're also just rush and like don't care.
No.
And I don't know why that happened. Where like the beach cities,
It slows down.
which is weird.
in the
New York's
middle.
not even like a beach city. It's just a
They're just,
New York.
it's just New York.
Yeah, I don't know why New York got as big as it is,
I
but
know.
like big cities like that for some reason.
People just walk so fast and don't care about you.
It's all the rush.
I'm
Everyone's in a
gonna
rush.
sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. Man, I was holding that sneeze in for a while.
Really?
I started talking faster.
Were you
I was-
struggling? So
I
you're
was
like, I need
scared
to
of,
speed
I was
up.
scared of that sneeze.
Hey, well, bless you. Man.
Bless you.
No, I didn't sneeze, dude.
Pre-bless.
Thanks, man.
So I went to this coffee shop. So first morning in Tennessee, I was like, I'm gonna go find a coffee shop. Woo! It's gonna be great. So I get up early in the morning and I walk like close to where the Tennessee Titans play. Huge stadium. Cool. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I get there and I expect things to be like open because everything else is. And it's the one coffee shop in all of Tennessee that looks like California. And it's like just mobile order and you can't even go inside.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, what? I just walked a mile for this.
Was it worth it?
No.
Was it good?
No.
Was it even good coffee?
Not at all.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was bad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And then then we went to the venue where we were shooting the TV show, and there was a coffee shop in there, and to get from my hotel room on the third floor to get into the front doors of the venue took maybe 2.5 minutes. It was right there.
And how was the coffee in there?
Horrible.
They just not do coffee.
But the people were awesome. So the first day I was like, I'm going to get a vanilla latte because I get one everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is all right. It's like, okay. And I was like, so I went in there the next time to get coffee. And I was like, I want something different. And they're like, oh, we do this really good maple bourbon coffee. Not non-alcoholic, but like flavor.
But yeah.
And I drank it. And my uncle goes, how was it? And I said, tastes like a vanilla latte.
Really? It actually tasted like the normal vanilla latte?
Exactly the same. There wasn't anything different.
What?
And I watched them make it. All this other stuff, same. Then the next day, I go in and I'm like, I want something different. And this guy, he's like, we do a thing called a Cuban. It's got like condensed milk and other flavors. And I was like, okay. Vanilla latte.
That's hilarious.
Not one of the drinks tasted any different.
Why?
I don't know.
So like we do it different. Same drink.
I watched them. It wasn't like they were punking me and just making the same drink. They used completely different things.
And it made the same drink.
Just mildly sweet milk. Do I bore you?
No. Just yawning.
I bore you. Leave.
See you. See you in the next episode. Doesn't move.
I almost said, of what? When you said see you on the next episode, my first thought was, of what?
I don't know. Maybe look at your shirt.
Check them. Bam. Good segue.
Yeah.
We have merch now. We have a total of how many in stock? Two.
We got them on right
But
now.
my sweet wife went ahead and made these for us for my birthday.
So we now have merch.
Yeah, and we twin.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
So we went to Target just now, and we were both wearing these. And there was a girl there that was like, "Oh, nice shirts." Or what did she say? You heard her more. I have horrible hearing. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, she was like, brain dead. She definitely said something. I mean, I know that much. I think she said like,
I was like, nice shirts, or like, did you
Oh,
mean
yeah.
to twin?
oh yeah, she's like, yeah, did you mean to twin?
We just didn't respond.
Yeah, you were like quiet.
'Cause I didn't
quiet.
really hear her.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's for a podcast.
And she goes,
Yeah, instantly just like, oh. Like so like,
it's like, why do you crush our dreams?
yeah, it's all right. One day, she'll watch this.
She'll realize that nothing is anything.
Nothing is anything.
Anything is nothing?
I think that would be reversible, because if nothing is anything, then you're technically saying nothing equals nothing equals anything. So
Anything equals nothing.
okay, but if you're actually thinking like brain wise, nothing is
Okay,
anything.
wait, let me transition to thinking with my brain. No.
Not with your heart.
Yes.
Obviously. So nothing is anything. I think anything is nothing would. Okay, I gotta think of what those mean.
That really hurts.
Anything?
Anything
Is nothing. Yes, that does make sense.
I think so.
Because, well, think of it. Think of anything.
It's nothing. But yeah, by that logic, if you think of
A cloud
anything,
is anything,
it's nothing.
and it's nothing. So the cloud is nothing, which means anything is nothing.
Right.
If we talk about anything, which is kind of the point. Glad we talked about our point.
I think I used the last 1 ounce of my brain power for today on that.
Huh?
So now the podcast will get good. Do I bore you? What's up, milk breath?
Milk breath, man.
Zach got a protein shake and then made me drink milk so that he wouldn't be the only one with milk
I
breath.
felt bad. If I was like talking at you the whole time, which I am, then you're not gonna be like, you're gonna be like used to the scent. You're gonna be like, yeah, I know that. I've been doing that all day. I've been drinking milk. And I'll be like, yeah.
Do you think I'm so low that I would care at all what your breath smells like talking at me? If it smelled like milk, I'd be like, oh, I hate him. Wish I had some milk to fight back.
Yeah.
You think I'm that low?
I don't think you're that low. I just think it's more fun that way.
Oh, if you're thinking in terms of fun,
Yeah.
then I'm in.
Hold on, let me transition to my fun side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was savage.
I'm bitter.
Why are you bitter?
From your brain transition?
Oh,
So I'm doing my fun transition, because whatever.
good one.
Thanks. It made it awkward because you didn't, like,
So I was thinking that I was talking about it with my uncle, Kelly. I'll name him since I've said uncle a million times already.
I like how you just...
Yeah. So anyway, I was talking with him
Go on.
that I don't get on board with anything ever if a ton of people are on board with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Like,
was about to say,
like-
you get on board with so much stuff, but it's only on your own.
When I want to,
Choice.
I'll do it. But like if people are like, you gotta try this, or you have to watch this show. No, I don't have to. Therefore, I won't. That's why I still have never had Nutella.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, it makes me so mad.
You
Like-
knew where I was going with this?
Yeah, also it's Nutella, okay? Not Nutella. Are you kidding? I mean,
I
I
never
guess...
had it. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, whatever. But you've heard of it. Come on. You speak English also, so...
Wow, it's turning into like a
It's
roast.
just roasting you right now.
When did Nutella come out?
Nutella?
Because people were all over that,
Yeah,
and I said no.
I think it's the center filling of those Ferrero Rocher.
The Golden Snitches?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you like open those up and you like actually eat one, then you like eat the inside. The inside is a Nutella. So you can like.
I've had those before. Unknowing, only ate the outside. I like the nuts. So I guess I'm still clean and clear.
I was about to say because that really good part in the center is Nutella.
Not the crunchy nuts. I like those part.
I mean, I guess it is kind of Nutella. I don't know.
I just thought you were gonna throw.
I don't know. I guess it kind of is Nutella.
But
Like
yeah,
I almost did yesterday.
I will not get on board with trends.
I know.
I can't do it.
It makes me angry a little bit.
What else haven't I?
It's your fatal flaw.
Can you think fatal? Oh no.
It is fatal.
Can you think of anything else that I haven't gotten on board with?
Okay. I definitely know there's a lot of things that you won't get on board with, but I can't think of them right now.
This
Hold
is a
on.
similar category. I have a deep-seated fear of looking any ounce like anybody from The Bachelor. Like any of the guys on there, man, I have a fear of looking like any of them.
Well, I'd be scared for some of them, like Clay. He looks like a piece of clay. Have you ever just looked at Clay? He's literally a piece of clay. He's like a brick of clay formed into a man's shape, and that is it. You are Clay, and his name's Clay. Like, it's only fitting. It really is only fitting that he looks like a piece of clay and is named Clay. He is Clay.
Clay.
So I do have a fear of being like that.
So that's
yeah.
why I'm growing my hair out. Because they all have oh my gosh.
Really?
It's an actual fear.
I mean, some of them are really good looking dudes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's that they're on the show.
I'd do it.
Okay, Gabrielle and I talk about this. Like
Just
watching that
one
trashy
day.
show or watching Bachelor. We're like, Zach would be so funny on any of these.
I'm glad you think that, because it would be fun to be a part of something like that.
Because you dive head first, hard, and you would be the best one. Everyone would be like, bring him back. Keep bringing him back season after season.
Season 8.
But then I was thinking,
I don't even know
was
what
like,
season they're on.
I was like, he needs to do it, but I was like, it would ruin his acting career.
True, because like then I have all this drama behind me. That's true.
And people would be like, oh, aren't you the guy from The Bachelor?
Yeah, true. I saw one of the Bachelor guys in. He's from Tahoe, so he like was at a diner that I was eating at one time.
Oh, I
in
thought you were
Reno.
gonna say he's in like a movie.
No, he was just in a diner, and I saw him. My whole family was
I
like,
was hoping you'd
"That's
say
him."
he's in a movie, so I could say, oh, cool.
He won,
Go
like, 2
be on
seasons
that show,
before.
so you can.
What? No. It wasn't a cool story, okay? He was just happy, and he was getting married.
What was he eating?
I don't know, but he was there with his, like, the Bachelorette's mom.
You went on a little mother-in-law date?
Yeah.
That's
It was
very
really cool.
special.
Yeah, like he was really cool. I liked him. So, yeah. And he's from Tahoe. So, cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm from Reno, by the way.
Rebo Sriracha.
Rebo Sriracha.
Oh, you know what I also hate?
Huh?
The like e-boys TikTok hair, where they have
TikTok
all
hair.
their hair in the front.
Yes, and it's like almost attacking them.
Yes, it's like,
Yes, and it like comes over and they're like,
oh my gosh,
did I do that right?
it was better than them. You should be an e-boy. Guys who try to be cute.
Fair.
That's where I draw the line.
That's fair because like
Guys don't
sure,
need to be
try
manly.
try to be whatever you want, sure, but like maybe just don't try. Actually, don't try. Just
Yeah.
be
Guys don't have to be manly men. We hunt, we fish. No. You can be whoever you want, but don't try to be cute.
just don't try to be cute.
It doesn't work for anyone.
Although some people love it.
Oh, that's so weird.
There are some people that love it. Like there are girls in love with TikTok boys.
And they just, oh, I can't even begin to describe my
They
disdain.
literally are so attracted to that type.
It's crazy. Just like feeling themselves up.
Yeah, I don't like that part. I don't like the personality.
Oh, guys like trying to be all cute and sexy. Ugh. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Like I would do it for not that reason. I would do it for like, you know, a commercial that's like for
Yeah.
I don't know, anything. Like
Yeah.
I can't I
TJ Maxx.
for TJ Maxx. No, for like cologne or like
Oh, yeah.
anything like that. I would absolutely do something like that. That'd be fun.
But those guys are like meant to do that.
Yeah.
But if it's just like dancing to a song. What? And they're like millions of views. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of a video
Yeah.
of them trying to be cute.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird like subculture, but it's definitely
I
like
hate that it's turning
a
it's,
thing.
It's becoming not really subculture. It's becoming like culture.
That's true. It is kind of becoming just culture. It's bigger and bigger all the time.
It's so sad. So I will thank TikTok for.
Being some funny stuff.
So there's some funny stuff. But regardless of that, so we had YouTube and then we had Vine. And Vine brought our attention spans down so far. To like 6 seconds. Did you notice when Vine quit, you really couldn't watch anything? Like you were like, this needs to end. Like in your
Yeah, I mean, I never really watched much Vine anyway. I only saw Vine when everything was gone. I actually didn't even know what Vine like really was
What?
because I just saw the memes about it being like taken down, and I was like,
I was on it from like day one.
really? And then
Okay, so
I mean,
this
I know
is
it was
like
popular.
news to you.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, but then I got yeah, that was news to me to see it like get taken off. But then I watched a ton of them like over the years because people still watch the little compilations with
Compilations are funny.
them. And like I see them and they're funny, but yeah,
So TikTok brought our attention spans. People who went that route for Vine, they brought it back up to like a minute. So we're on our way to like a full-length film.
on our way to a full length film.
Let's make some sort of Vine type app, but you can post 2-hour movies.
Yeah. 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 Movies are getting longer.
It's true.
That's what's weird too. Because
'Cause the-
movies are longer
The
now.
directors that have built up and now are old, they're all getting like clearance to do.
Like 4 hour
Whatever they
movies. Yeah, or 3.5 hour movies or 3 hour movies. You know that I know the director of I forget his name. I think it's Ari Aster or Ari Aster. I don't know. But he's the director of like the scary movies, Midsummer and Hereditary.
Okay.
And he's doing a new movie that's like 4 hours long, I guess, with Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't like horror movies, but I would watch it probably.
Because he's so good. I'm just
Yeah.
excited to see him.
I don't know if
I
could watch
I
it.
did like Midsummer, kind of. It was like is good. It was good, but it was also very dark and like disturbing.
It's
and
cool
same
that they
with
proved that they could do a horror movie in the daylight.
In the Daylight. Yes, the whole movie, and it's like it's really eerie. It's very disturbing. It wasn't like horror how like you could handle it.
Yeah.
Easy. It's not that kind of horror that's like jump scares and like horror. Like, oh, I don't like this. It's just like uncomfortable and very disturbing.
Yeah, I
So
read
they both are so.
I read the IMDb parents guide for it, and I didn't like what I read, so I didn't watch it.
That's fair. But that makes sense for you. You also just like are very I don't
Say
know.
it.
No, it's not a bad
Say
thing.
it, punk.
I'm trying to
What
say
am
like
I?
the good
Boring.
way.
White toast.
Yeah.
Bland muffin.
That's a good thing. You are.
I swear I'll kill you.
Yeah, you are though. You're very like set in what's right and what's wrong, what you like, what you don't.
Because I don't let anyone get me on a fad.
I know. I'm aware. It's
Polos. Hate them.
really? I've never seen you wear polo in your life, so I mean I've only known you for like a fifth of it.
You've known me for a fifth of my life. And I've known you for a fifth of your life.
Wow. Can't wait till that is half.
Skyrockets in
And then
flight.
we're like 2/3 of my life. And then like 3/4 of my life. Wait,
Hey, hold
nope,
your hand
hold on.
as you
3/4 of my
die.
life, then 2/3. Nope.
Other way around.
Which one's bigger? Crap.
3/4, right?
Yeah, 3/4 is bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, right. That was totally off. Yeah, okay, we're good. I fixed it in my head. Not really. I was lost for a second, I won't lie.
Maths is hard.
Maths is so hard.
It can be.
Yeah, I don't like certain things in math.
I've had something this whole show to tell you. Can't remember.
Really?
Gone.
Like news to me?
I don't know. Could have been. I can't even remember.
Okay.
Do you remember? No.
Do you remember?
No.
Vine. Like, so many things. Vine. We could have done that.
I had a like a series on Vine that was like getting the smallest amount of traction. So I have a Gollum mask, you know,
Yeah.
and it was Gollum doing like everyday things, and it was
Fantastic.
it was really fun to do.
Yeah.
So I won
could
like
see that blowing
he's
up.
like playing drums, and then I don't remember him like singing songs and stuff like in San Francisco. That one it gained a little bit of traction, and then Vine died. Afternoon delight. Do you know that song?
Yeah. Did you sing that as Gollum?
No, I don't know. That song is just in my head. Sky rockets in flight. Boo!
You know what I was telling Josh not that long ago? About how whenever I say Deagle, because I'm talking
Oh,
about
Deagle?
a desert eagle.
No. Deagle was actually the brother of Smeagol. And they were out on a boat one day, just fishing, having some good old Philadelphia brotherly love. Then one of them, I don't remember exactly, falls in the water. Maybe he's swimming, or he's drowning. One was fun and one is scary. I don't remember which. So he swims to the bottom, sees something shiny. The One Ring to rule them all. But they're like river people, so they're smaller, so the ring is like this big, you know? And he brings it up, and Smeagol's like, what is that? And he's like, mine, because the power of the ring.
Had already grasped.
Oh my gosh, it already pulling on those heartstrings.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I have to keep this, and Smeagol was like, bam, it's my precious, you know? So he ends up killing his brother Deagle for the ring, then escapes to a cave where he lives for a very, very, very long time, possessed by the power of the ring, and then develops an alter ego named.
So yeah, that spawned from me literally just talking about like if I'm playing like Call of Duty, say, and I pull out my Deagle, okay, my D50 in the game, a Desert Eagle, as everyone knows. I say Deagle, and he goes on that story.
Deagle is actually the brother of Smeagol.
Yeah, he goes.
How many
on
times have you heard that story?
I've probably heard that story like 30 times.
It's like Pavlov's dogs. You'll rarely say Desert Eagle anymore. Training you.
Oh, I see. Pavlov's dogs.
Salivating.
Psychology, yeah.
Science.
Yeah.
You know?
Whatever. Get out of here with that.
Oh, snap. It's been 55 minutes.
Has it really?
Close to it.
Has it really?
Really?
I can't see it. Oh.
Really?
Oh, it's been 55 minutes. It has been 55 minutes.
How about a word from our sponsor?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Our sponsor today is BizQuick. The little
Really?
shake and pour. Get some water in your little thing. It's a plastic little cup thing that they give you. It's already halfway full of powder, and you fill that thing up a little bit more to the line with water. You shake it. It says shake and pour, but when it says shake, it means shake. Really shake. Like shake it a lot.
Like shake weight.
Yeah, like shake it for literally, I'd say, 5-10 minutes.
Creme
like,
fraiche.
And you just let that thing go. You're shaking it hard, and then boom, bop, bop, bop. Open it up, goes. It puffs out air, and then you go. Put that in your waffle maker. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a waffle. You're set up.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
You want some Bisquick?
they're not really our sponsors, but
We're trying. I would sponsor you with that description.
I love BizQuick. I really do. We love our fake sponsors every night.
Today's
Or every week.
podcast is brought to you by Zeppelin. What do you have to say, Zeppelin? Into the mic. What do you have to say, buddy? Oh.
There it is.
And if you don't want to buy that, there's something wrong with you.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Go see Mom. Bye-bye. You better not start barking.
Wow.
Today's podcast is brought to you by World Hunger.
BizQuick solves the problem.
Bingo.
Bingo town.
So, yeah. If you feel like you like this even a little, or a lot, drop a comment, subscribe.
Leave a like. And make sure to tell your exes.
Yes, that's the goal this week. Tell 1 or 2 or 3 of your exes about this. Make them listen
Just
to
that.
this.
Just send them the link to this video. Nothing else.
Yes.
Don't say anything. Just that. That's going to sound horrible.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.